Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Josh and I, we're continuing this conversation on budgeting, how to do it, how to go about it. In our last video, we talked a little bit about understanding the money coming in your account and the money leaving it. Well, we wanted to expand on that conversation just a little bit and actually talk about the differences between needs and wants. And so, again, I have Josh here, no better person to talk about it with us. So what do you have to say about that?
So many things. Many things about needs and wants. Wife, if you're listening, don't beat me up when I come home. When it comes to necessities, I like to think of, what keeps me and my family safe? What helps us get to work to bring in the paycheck? So obviously transportation, housing, those are all necessities. So that's pretty obvious off the top. But whenever it comes to the topic of needs and wants, it's sort of a trope that there's always this internal argument of should I hold out or should I have the perspective of you only live once, right? So one thought experiment that I've started employing that's helped me in my budgeting journey is just thinking ahead to 10 years from now. Well, if I could talk to my future self 10 years down the road and pick up the phone and ask him about what I'm about to spend or what I'm about to do or invest in, would he be proud or is it going to be a moment of regret? That leads me to want to teach you guys about what I found to be the three biggest hindrances or three biggest enemies of good financial decision making, especially when it comes to budgeting, which would be fear, impatience, and emotions. When you think about making a big life-altering money decision, sometimes FOMO kicks in, which is fear of missing out. Right. Fear that you're not going to get to that milestone. Fear that all your friends are going to buy a house and you'll be left still renting. Fear that you're not going to be able to upgrade to that Jeep you've always wanted. But if you can quiet that inner fear and instead focus on that attainable goal and focus on that roadmap of your budget, then you can slow yourself down before you make an impulsive decision that'll actually slow you down further. Kind of like, I don't know, if you've ever gone on a big road trip to Destin, Florida or something, you're always going to see the Denny's on the side or whatever restaurant. And yeah, we could stop here or we could go to that really fancy place by the water when we get there. So along your financial journey, you're going to have little offshoots and detours that are going to want to present themselves to you. Many millionaires have put out the idea that there are certain mantras that they've picked up along the way to build their wealth. And one of them that I like on this specific topic is the cool down period, which is if you're going to spend a certain dollar amount, maybe you spend a certain amount of time before you actually pull that trigger. I met a man years ago who said if he was going to spend $30, he was going to wait 30 hours before he spent it. This was probably back in the 80s where like $30 could get you a whole lot more. So I'm sure we have to change that number up for 2021.
Sure.
But yeah, slow yourself down so that the emotions, so that the fear, so that the impatient don't direct your life. Because you have the power with your own budget to direct the next decades of your financial future.
Right.
So don't let those things direct your path. Yeah, that's it.
All right. Thanks so much, Josh. Please watch out for the videos in the coming weeks. We're going to continue the conversation, and thanks for being with us.